YouTube, what is up with y'all? Today, this is Nail Goodfella Nail, coming through with another top 5 video. Coming through with my same ordinary San Jose hat though, man. You know, I ain't wear it in a while, so, you know, just feel like throwing it on today. Plus, it goes well with the vintage Coca-Cola joint that I got on. But anyway, woo! It just felt like I haven't made like a video in like a while, especially like sneaker related. You know, my last one was the Ralph Lauren pickup joint. So you know, go see that if you haven't yet. And thanks for y'all that went to go see that. But anyway, time to finally get back into these talks and time to finally get back into these sneakers. So, but anyway, my top 5 sneakers for today is my top 5 most uncomfortable sneakers. Now I wanted to do this one like last week, but it took me a little while to actually get up the the list out, because I had to literally go through sneakers that you know, that I had to remember wasn't comfortable anymore, because it's like literally been a little while since I wore some of them. So you know, I got my explanation and everything. I'm gonna try to keep this sweet and short. So I'm gonna try to keep my top 5 thing going, because I think that is pretty interesting too. I'm gonna try to look around on YouTube too, just to see what other people was doing with their top 5, because I do believe my opinions and my thoughts on certain things is a little bit different than the ordinary sneaker dude. But you know, it is what it is. So first thing first, I want to get, my bad y'all, end up hitting the tripod, but first thing first, I wanted to get I wanted to do an honorable mention, and that honorable mention is this for most uncomfortable sneaker. Now it's kinda like upsetting, like maybe my number 1 in this probably might be my most uncomfortable, but you know, I still like the way the sneaker looks, so you know. And same with this one too. I like the way the sneaker look, but it's just not the most comfortable. But this is an honorable mention though. But this by all means isn't the worst. Only reason why this is an honorable mention is because probably if I actually wore these a lot more and actually broke them in, then you know, they would probably feel a lot better. But these right here, these are just regular Nike Dunk Highs, no SB, no none of that. And you know, looks like a Jordan 1, looks like an SB, but it's not. You know, the main difference between the Jordan 1 and the SB compared to a regular Nike SB Dunk, I think the big thing is just the comfort. So I remember having this before I had my first Jordan 1, and once I put on the Jordan 1, I was wondering what all the craze was about, outside of it being a classic iconic shoe. But once I actually put a Jordan 1 on, I was like, damn, why don't these feel like the Jordan 1? So these don't feel like the Jordan 1. They feel hard as hell when you first put them on. Now granted, I actually got mine, how old is this sneaker? I got mine back in, the production dates on this says like October 2011, so I probably got it obviously a few months after this. This was like at the outlets, at the Champs outlet, for like 40 bucks or something like that. They had, where this area where you see the green, I mean where you see the red, they actually had a green one and they actually had a blue one like this. To me, this kind of remind me of like a collegiate colorways. But a month or two ago, I just sold the gray and blue ones for, you know, so because, you know, I wasn't definitely wearing those, but red and white, definitely wearing this. And when they redo the fire red 4s, I hope they use this exact red, at least if they don't use the, you know, fire red. This is called alarm red or whatever on it, but yeah. Just gotta beat those sneakers, but they do look classic though. But I believe if you know, wear them more or whatever, then they'll break in. Anyway, so time to get to my top 5 right now. This is my number 5 now. Only reason why this is even at the top of my list is because this actually had like that knit weave on the top, and this is the Tubular runner weave. So not all of them came in a weave like this. A lot of them had like that plastic like material, I guess, to make it more flexible. But to me personally, that kind of material made it seem a little cheap. But the sad thing about this, like, this would not hold up in the rain, since with it being like a knit material. But the comfort on here is not really there. And you know, when I'm talking about comfort, I'm not talking about comfort for its time or whatever. I'm just talking about comfort for 2019, where it's staying in my current collection. So, you know, this is not to pick on any shoes of today or nothing like that. It's just throughout my collection, my years of collecting. So that's why I'm showing this one. And the rest of them are going to be like, you know, older sneakers too. So, you know, it's not nothing, you know, you won't find an Ultra Boost up here. You know what I mean? Unless I found like a sneaker where you can really literally walking on lasagna. But anyway, so, you know, they did good with the neoprene and all that, but to me, man, these wasn't cutting it. And to be honest, I don't know why this at the bottom, whoever thought this was like comfortable, it is not. It looks different. It looks, you know, a little out of the ordinary when you have these on. I remember the last time I wore these was probably like 3 or 4 years ago for like a Christmas. It go nice with a Christmas outfit, but comfort wise, and thank God I wasn't walking around a lot, but comfort wise, this is not it. It feels like 2 rails up under here, like when you're walking. Like, I don't know who thought the tubular was like a great idea. So that's probably why they kind of like fell off fast, because it's like, you know, once the NMD came out, it blew that sneaker away. Because remember, and Adidas had to go through a few misses, obviously, to get their hits that they got now. And definitely, and I'm actually rocking my Ultra Boost right now. So, so go look at that video if I haven't though. But on why the multicolor Ultra Boost was forgotten. But that sneaker right there, the tubular, it was just one of them growing steps, one of them growing shoes to me. Like, you know, and I'm happy I didn't wild out and buy a lot of them. You might can find here and there some for like real cheap, like $30 or $40. Last time I remember really seeing them was like Jimmy Jazz website, but that's if you still want the tubular. But that's my number 5. So my number 4 is now these actually are comfortable, more comfortable than the tubular, but the only thing I do not care about this sneaker, this is the Nike Air Pippen, and the only thing I don't care about this sneaker is the fact that it's heavy. I like the sneaker and everything, classic everything. I know it's supposed to be a bulky ant bed stumper, but these kill my ankles, man. Like when I'm walking around with these, like, so if I take off these Ultra Boosts now and just wear these for the rest of the day, these is not gonna do it, man. Like these is this is not. I like the look. I like the look and everything. That's what, like, my thing is like too. Like what Pippen and them, they was wearing like a size 13, 14 size foot. So, you know, already having a big foot inside with, you know, and the sneaker actually being an ambient stepper already. I wear size 10. This is size 10. So if these heavy, I know his was like crazy heavy. You know, it probably felt like moving a truck. So I hate, you know, again, the ankle work, terrible. I be needing like ankle massages and arch massages after that, after wearing this, man. Like you, and like you can't walk fast in them neither. Like, you know, with it being bulky. And, you know, that's kind of something you understand when you wear like a bulky basketball kick, because, you know, it slows you down overall. But anyway, number 3 is a much lighter kick though, and this is the David Robinson joint. Now these right here, this particular retro and everything, I wish they actually did the leather right and actually made this like with like premium materials, but it feels kind of cheap and generic to me. This is the Nike Air Unlimited. Now I don't too much care for the tech, like strapping up, and you might think like, oh, you know, the straps, you know, you got a Jordan 8, so why does that matter? But the Jordan 8 straps are a little bit lighter than this. But when you do strap down, I know some guys wear their laces like this, or they wear their laces all crazy or something like that. I actually strap mine up, but I don't strap these too tight though. So really, the straps right here is my second biggest deal. Like I don't, you know, that I don't really too much mess with this sneaker. But my number 1 biggest thing that really make these, I hate actually, like, look at the lacing. Like this is almost like the Carnivore, and the Carnivore is a classic sneaker, and by all means I like the way this sneaker look, but overall, like, just like looking at this, you gotta put this on, and then you gotta put, like, you know, you gotta put your ankle and foot through this sleeve before you can actually get into the sneaker. You know, maybe it's just for a better secure like down fit for the athletic player or whatever, but at this point I know we're not. Now I would still want it. I'm not gonna lie though, because if I seen an OG picture of these and then they came out with these mysteriously without none of this and it was just like without the straps, we'd probably be crying like, you know, that they made the Velcro or whatever on it. But as far as uncomfortable wise, it might, I think it literally might just be the materials on here. You know, since it almost feels like a plastic toy, or basically does feel like a plastic toy. I like the look of the sneaker and everything. Looks classic, look fly. But since it basically feels like a plastic toy, it just, the quality is not there. And that's why I made my talk video, Quality Matters, Bro, which is, I think last year I made that. If the quality was up to par on this, this might not be too bad wearing after all. But these, man, classic. I didn't wear them that much, but I really got to be in the mood to wear these. So this is my number 3 top uncomfortable sneaker. What's y'all most uncomfortable sneaker in y'all comments? I mean, in the comments, chime down below. You know, my thing, again, I like a lot of the way these sneakers look, but again, this is another one that look good, but it's just uncomfortable. And this is the Nike Air Griffey Max 2. Definitely a fly flame sneaker. I like the way it look and everything, man. But the only gripe I have with this is the fact that the toe box get narrow at the top. That's the only thing. The arch may be kind of high, but I understand that this is a, you know, based after a baseball cleat or whatever, so that's fine. But these crazy fly flames, you already know what I say. And usually I wear these around this time when it started to go transitioning into the spring. Can't wait till the spring get here. But yeah, man, this is crazy. But the narrow toe box just turns it off of me, man. And I got mine in the size 10. I know they probably might re-retro these soon or whatever. Y'all know how Nike do. They drop something like, you know, you've been had the OG version or the, but that's good though, because maybe some people stuff fogging up. Mines are getting kinda, not completely foggy, but it's not completely clear neither. So these joints definitely worth it. I like the looks, definitely like the look on this, but comfort wise, man, I don't know whether to wobble and almost walk like a duck, or, and it's hard to almost walk at your normal pace when you do have sneakers on that eventually get uncomfortable throughout the day. So if you know you're going on a long walk, or you about to like walk a little bit more often than usual, or you want to keep up with the person that's walking, or whatever you want to walk at normal speed, watch what sneaker you're wearing. So yep, my number 1 is this joint right here. I actually seen a pair of these today. They actually got a reverse colorway of this, and it is the Nike Air DT Max 96. The thing that get on my nerves about this sneaker, man, with this being my number 1, this look okay or whatever. I've seen a reverse colorway. Obviously, you know where the white is, they got the red, and where the red is, they got the white. That's the reverse colorway. That might be the OG ones if I'm not mistaken. But these right here, I almost kind of was close on the chopping block because they like fogging up. But the strap is number 1 for being most uncomfortable to me, man. I'm usually kind of cautious on trainers, even though I do like the way Nike trainers do look, like these cross trainers with the straps, particularly like these football sneakers or something like that, you know, where they got the straps and stuff like that. Like I like the Dion's, those a little bit more comfortable and snug, but these right here, this third sneaker that he came out with, the DT Max, the Air DT Max 96, it just was not my cup of tea, man. I remember walking around with these on, because I do like walking around with the strap on, so I do try to like loosen it or whatever, but walking around a little bit too long in these, you liable to be hurting the calves, man. So the calves of your legs. So that's just all of my top 5 as far as like sneakers go. Closing in on that 15-minute mark. Tell me what's your top 5 most uncomfortable sneakers down below. I got more top 5s coming soon as I get them up to think about them. And that's basically it. Peace.